Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the MelvinLeroy channel. So nice to have you here to celebrate the virtual USA Flying Club's 7th anniversary. Is this crazy or what? JPC. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that got it all started for us. Thank you so much, Mike, for getting this club rolling. I know. It just it seems like yesterday. But appreciate you guys swinging by. Should be a really fun afternoon. It's a bonus time, a little different time that I don't stream, but when you got the anniversary, man, you gotta stream. You gotta put it out there. You gotta celebrate with your friends, and so that's what we're doing. We're on the ground right now at Stewart, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the event, about the giveaway that we have, and the route and all that stuff. But first, some hellos. Texas One Flyboy, happy Saturday to you, my friend. Nice to see you. Iowa Scotsman, you're going to plant little Martha's Vineyard up to Bayport, doing a little troubleshooting. Okay, cool. Hey, we have DA Hoplight here as well from the Digital Aeronautics dev team. Nice. Of course, our friend JPC, the Godfather. Yep. And so yeah, here is and then Upshot's checking in. What's going on, man? I loved your night cross country pictures that you shared with me the other day, Upshot. And thanks for sharing that. About the same, buddy. I can't complain. I'm excited about this flight, so that's helped out a ton. But yeah, what the heck are we doing, guys? So for those of you that maybe are new to the channel, we are celebrating a really cool anniversary. We're a part, as you guys that are regulars know, we're a part of the Virtual USA Flying Club, and today is our 7th anniversary. And we always do a fly-in to Bayport on our anniversary. So we are going to take a helicopter, and I believe, I might be wrong, this might be the first time we've done a helicopter into Bayport for the fly-in. So Really excited about that. What is the Virtual USA Flying Club, you might ask? Hey, Chaos, what's up? Beethoven, thank you. Welcome in. Nice to see you, Chris. So the Virtual USA Flying Club, in kind of the short summary version, exists to help people fly general aviation on VATSIM. We want to make you more comfortable, more proficient. We want to teach you how to do it, because we know we're all general aviation fans, and we also love flying on VATSIM. And but we also know there's people that don't necessarily always feel comfortable doing that. So that's our group. That's what we do. We promote GA flying on the VATSIM network. And so if you'd like to be a part of that, all you have to do is type !VUSA, or you can just go to virtualusaflyingclub.org. All you have to do is have a VATSIM account, and there's no additional software downloads or anything else. Obviously, it doesn't cost you, and it's completely free, but you'll have access to all of our resources, all of the events that we plan, just everything that we have out there, and you'll be a part of 1,000 other people just like you that love to fly general aviation on the VATSIM network. Thanks, Tex. That's exactly it. That takes you over to our Discord channel right there, and one of our admin will take care of the rest. They have not been fed yet. No, sorry.
Oh, is it time? I'll feed.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, that's the same.
Okay. Home base, and we'll go get something to eat.
It's dinner time at my house too, by the way. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're celebrating the Virtual USA Flying Club, and we also are lucky enough to have some sponsorship for this year's anniversary event from our new friends from Digital Aeronautics. And let me find my little. I had my page pulled up there for the Digital Aeronautics crew. So this helicopter, this Mi-2 Hoplight, is their creation that they're currently working on. They've initially released it, and they've got lots of planned updates coming. But they originally had it out already for 2020, and now they've made it for 2024. And anyway, they have just been doing some fantastic things. This is now my favorite helicopter to fly in both Microsoft or X-Plane. Super unique, very, very hands-on, no autopilot, none of that stuff. No, not really any modern avionics, and but just the whole experience is just really, really, it's just really, really awesome. And so, Upshot, I'm flying out of Stewart. Yeah, exclamation point route will get you where we're going today. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, so this helicopter here, and I've had it on stream now several times, so you regulars are familiar with it. But Digital Aeronautics they're gonna give away 2 copies of it at the conclusion of the event tonight. So part of being here is maybe you get yourself a ticket to the drawing. So if you type exclamation point Hoplight, Hoplite, you'll get yourself a ticket. And actually, hold on, let me get that started. It won't work until I get it started, will it? Let's see. There, the giveaway has started. And yeah, so if you fly in the event and you record your attendance today, that will also get you a ticket automatically. But if you're here watching and you type exclamation point Hoplight, you'll get yourself a bonus ticket. So the only thing I ask is, it is a prize for the Virtual USA Flying Club fly-in. So in order to win, you have to be a member of the Virtual USA Flying Club. You don't have to fly in the event if you don't want to, but if you're not a member of the club, now is a great time to join. Just again, type exclamation point VUSA and come along for the ride. Maybe win a helicopter as well. But yeah, this is a fantastic bird, and just actually got word this morning that on my news feed, you can hear my dog upstairs going crazy because he's getting dinner. Esquinto, hey, welcome back. Nice to see you. And Super Mario also checked in here earlier just a minute ago as well. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming by. Hope I didn't miss anybody else. But so the early access is when I grabbed it, and then the first update is coming up by the end of this month, from what they are advertising. So there'll be some nice updates. You'll see the pilots and the passengers. They're gonna make a little default EFB to help with your loading. There's going to be some options for covers and plugs and chocks and things like that. But excuse me, they've also just continued to work on the flight model, and I mean, there are in the Discord, there are just some really experienced and talented rotary wing pilots that are helping out with this thing, guys. It's just unbelievable. And so they just keep making it better and better and better. But you can kind of see, if you grab it now, it's 35 pounds or 35 euros, whatever. It goes up a little bit for the first update. Very reasonably priced regardless. But if you go to the roadmap, you can kind of see what they have planned, and they'll throw some avionics in a little bit later on. I'm curious to see what that looks like, because I kind of like what there is right now, which is a very minimal. It's just NDB navigation right now, which is super fun. But anyway, then some maintenance and livery packs and things like that ultimately. So yeah, they've got some plans in place, and this first update's coming right up, and I can't wait. And so that's where DA Hoplight comes in, and as he's you can see him checking in there. He's here to hopefully watch this beautiful helicopter. It probably is not going to be flown very well, DA Hoplight. I'll just warn you right now, but I do have fun with it. But if you have questions or comments, yeah, shoot them his way, and that's kind of part of why he's here, just to support the project and answer questions. And yeah, it is a handful, and that's partly why I like it. Is it just has a different feeling than all the other helicopters that I've flown. So anyway, so Upshot, you're going to fly along. You're going to be in the Skyhawk. Very nice. All right, well, let's get to that route, and let's talk real quickly about the weather. So I really want to do this VFR, but as you can see, we've got stormy conditions pretty much all the way around us, and yeah, it might be a little tricky today to do this visually. I mean, I think we're in VFR conditions sort of right now, but if you look at Sky Vector, we're kind of blue dots. We're marginal at best. The tricky part that I see, and this is what I kind of have to decide here, is there's pretty much stormy activity just kind of all around us. But we have this little window here, right? We've got another line of storms coming in, but I'm wondering if we couldn't get going and get out and maybe at least make it down to our first stop, which is the Manhattan downtown helipads. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of give you an idea of the navigation, as well as just try to fly this Hudson River VFR transition southbound. But the plan is going to be to come out of Stewart. We're going to tune in the Neely NDB, and we're going to track that sucker. We've got this approximately this 163 outbound radial that'll take us down here to the Tappan Zee bridge, which is kind of the entry point to the Hudson River southbound SFRA. So what I'd like to do is I'm probably going to come out of here and just kind of fly southbound until I intercept this. I'm not going to go right over to the NDB. I'm just going to see if we can. I'm just going to see if we can intercept that and then fly that thing down into the Hudson River area, and then let me pull up let me get zoomed in here close enough, and there we go. Since I don't really want to do a bunch of radio switching and flipping, I'm choosing the SFRA as opposed to the Skyline. Mariner, what's going on? You're en route. Be there in just under 3 hours. And Zilix is here. Hey, Soren, how are you? Keloke Rico. Hey, New York and Nyack. Two childhood, is that how you say that? Nyack? Two childhood homes? Very nice. Thanks for the first time chat. And welcome. But anyway, I'm choosing the SFRA because I don't have to talk to anybody. All I have to do is just get myself down below 1,300 feet, and I can proceed. I just have to kind of make these radio calls, you know, the Alpine Tower, since we're coming this way, GWB, the Intrepid, and then we will hop onto the downtown Manhattan Wall Street CTAF at 123.05, and we'll make a stop right there, take a little break, and then my plan after that is we'll actually hop to a heli route, and I'd like to fly the Hudson River southbound. And I guess actually what we would probably have to do is we'd have to hop over here. It becomes the Verrazano River southbound to exit kind of this Hudson River area. And then, let's see, yeah, so the Verrazano south, and then to the South Shore transition, and just take it. I don't know that I'll do the Coney Island, because I don't like going over the top of Kennedy if we don't actually have ATC there, because you need to be in contact with Kennedy Approach to do this Coney Island. But I think what we'll do is we'll simulate requesting the South Shore heli route, which takes us right along the beach here. It's really cool, along Long Beach, and then ultimately it takes us out to where we need to be, which is over here to Bayport. And then Bayport is its own separate deal, which I won't get into that, but really cool little cutout here, a little airspace cutout, and we're landing to the south apparently. So we're going to come in, do the old grab the canal, turn before the highway, and come on into the south. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how that shakes out. It might all be weather dependent too. And oh, here we go. Here's more weather. And maybe I should just cut my losses right now and just say, hey. Oh, that's kind of pretty though. All right, let's you know what? Let's do that. Let's just. I hate to adjust the weather if we don't have to, but I think in this case, you certainly would not be flying. You wouldn't be flying this helicopter if it was raining and doing that stuff. So yeah, I'm in the perfect scud running machine. Well, I don't mind. You know what? I don't. All right, Hoplight, challenge accepted. We did take this sucker one time on a pretty dicey weather situation up in where were we? Up in Greenland, I think. And yeah, it did really well. I don't know how much the anti-icing or any of that stuff is simulated just yet, but yeah, we've got. All right, well, let's do it. What the heck? So yeah. Anyway, again, welcome. Glad you're here. Hope you have fun. I'm once this thing gets started, I'm not going to probably be able to do a lot of jumping back and forth between. Let's figure it out, huh, Mariner? I'm not going to be able to do a lot of jumping back and forth between charts and things like that, and I may be somewhat limited in my chat response as well. So yeah, because this thing, as Hoplight pointed out, it tends to keep your full attention. But that's maybe a sign right there. That's a sign. I'm gonna grab a quick picture of that right there. In fact, let me frame that. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Lovely. So nice. What was that story you were telling, Chaos? I love that story that you were telling about the test pilot that was flying the 707, and on the initial flight with all the people there, all the bigwigs there watching. He did a barrel roll, and after the test flight was done, the CEO called him in and basically said, "What the heck were you doing? What were you thinking?" And the guy's response was, "Hey, I was selling airplanes." So you know what? If we can pull this off, this may just sell a few helicopters here for you guys. So you've got high hopes. Oh boy, here we go. All right, so we've got everything over there looking good. We are going to turn a position light. We're going to start this thing, so we're going to put the beacon light on as well. Let's get some radios going. Yeah, that Zilix, you remember that. That was a great quote. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Check all of our lights here. The little lights are flickering. Absolutely, by the way, Hoplight, just a gorgeous interior, right? I mean, and I don't know, again, what... I'm pretty new kind of getting involved in the Discord, so I'm pretty new at who does what, but man, I love the texturing of this thing in here. It's just fantastic. It's old, but not too old, but still crisp, and it's just like the perfect. I don't know. I love it. I'm just overall just so impressed. All right, let's get the fuel pumps on and the auto switching on. Let's make sure that the sounds are up nice and loud. Oh yeah, baby. This thing has nice sounds as well. And we do need a little converter going here. Gens are coming up. Ammeter as well. And yeah, I think let's check our controls here real quick. Make sure they're responding as they should be. Yes, indeed. And I'll get this guy. Rotor brake is off. Fuel stops are up. And I think we're ready to get this thing started. Let's start the left-hand side first today. All right, we've got some revolutions, some RPMs. That's good. Throw the fuel in. Oh, really? You switch the gens on after, so I shouldn't have had that left gen on. I will adjust that on my flows. Thank you, DA. I appreciate that. I'm going to do that right now. Do you turn the ammeter and everything on too, or do you wait to do all that until after the start? Okay, I'm going to insert that. This is great for me to learn. And while I do have the opportunity, I'm gonna edit my my flight plan right now. All right, the starter light is out. Let's go to the right-hand side, and well, we'll just leave the generator on for now because we have it going. But there's a risk of frying the gen theoretically. Well, that's good to know, because I mean, at some point those engine failures are going to be modeled, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right. RPMs coming up, rotor RPMs, engine RPMs, all those things are coming up. We've got temps and pressures. That's looking good. Wait for that engine start light to go out. We've got Mono checking in. Hello, welcome. All right, that's a good start there. Let's turn that off. Over to running. Let's get the hydraulics going. We need to go. This can go back to that, and our 63 volt or 36 volt. Sorry, can come on. Door is still open. That's why it's so loud. But I don't care. I love the sound. By the way, there's a better than half chance that I don't get the door shut correctly and it comes open mid-flight, so just just expect that. So just a nice little surprise mid-flight. Okay, let's turn avionics on. Here's our beautiful little NDB, and the Neely NDB that we're tracking is going to be what? It is 335. So 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we pick that up, we'll see a little action up there. For those of you, by the way, that are a little bit kind of worried about all the Cyrillic, they do have some the liveries that the cockpit is completely in Cyrillic, but they also have plenty of them that have the English translations. And I mean, not everything, right, is in English, but enough that you know how to get things started, and you know, so you can fly the plane. Because I don't speak Cyrillic, and yeah, I understand that that's a concern. What's our heading? About 120. Let's just make sure this thing is uncaged and aligned. You're heading to Haneda again there, Zilix. Awesome. Oh, is that right? They're just kind of there, Hoplight, just to kind of do the best you can for us non-Cyrillic reading people. Well, hey, I appreciate that. Let's see. We are fine. Of course, everybody on stream loves the fan. If I don't get the fan going, it's a problem. So we got the fan going. We gotta cool off. I'm gonna turn the clock on, and I'm gonna turn the pitot heat on as well. And then we've got the anti-ice if we need it. I mean, it's rainy. It's not exactly cold here, but it's rainy. Alright, but we're going to come down here as well. Let's wind the clock up here and get it started. Maybe if I can find the click spot. There it is. Love that. And if I was... as we get going, I'm gonna use the timer here to track one of our legs, our 29 nautical mile leg from Neely down to the river. But anyway, oh, and I set it to crank, so this here should be not set to crank. It should be back to starting. Is that what you're saying right there? Interesting. Okay. So am I all right in this configuration? Is that fine? It's the starter mode selector, essentially. Okay, I got you. So starting or cranking, really? Okay, I see. Okay, noted. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And even though it's still mid-afternoon, I'm going to turn up the red light here. Because, you know, we might just have to. All right, what else? What else? I think we're doing pretty good. I did accidentally turn on the smoke the other day in one of the Cyrillic liveries, and I didn't know what it was, but it was I'm like, am I leaking oil? And it just turned out it was smoke. So we do have, and we picked up some ATC here in all right, in the New York area. That's cool. But we're actually in Boston's airspace, I think, right now. However, I'm just going to go to CTAF here for Stewart. We are filed VFR, and well, actually, no. I better take a second here, and let's have a look. Now that we've got some New York ATC, I better make sure that I'm talking to the people I need to talk to, because we are in a controlled airspace, Class Delta. Looks like it's just center that popped online. So, or sorry, it's approach. Okay, there's two approaches. One's ISP and one's New York. I'm gonna give this guy a call here, and I do not cover Kennedy. All right. New York approach, helicopter November 11816 is on the ground. Stewart with a VFR request. So Hoplight, one of the things I know that they're probably working on is this. There is no transponder yet in the cockpit, so you have to manually set it and mode see it. So that guy right there, he must not be who we talked to. Let me call the other guy here. New York approach, helicopter November 811-816 on the ground, Stewart, VFR request. Stand by. No transponder, no feds. Oh no! Oh no! JPC, no. JPC, didn't you break your rudder pedals at one of these events? Do I have the rotor brake on? Negative. It is off. I just don't have it. I don't have it spooled all the way up yet.
South 1305, channel setting 360.
That was Canyonland's challenge. Okay. Oh, upshot. Oh man.
Yes, approach 419, sending across duty of 160,000 for 19 Delta.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
419, your crew, squad data.
I don't
Yeah. I'm almost positive if we departed right now out of Stewart and flew VFR without flat following, they wouldn't care. So I think that's maybe what we're going to do. It's normal. Ah, jeez. I'm sorry, though. That's still frustrating. All right, let me check the pressures. Temps will get going. So gearbox between 30 and 80 C. That's good. Oil pressure between 2 to 8. Yep, that's good. Temps down here for the oil, 60 to 150. Yeah, that's looking good. Pressures are 2.5 to 3.5. Awesome. And the
potential aircraft information. Also is countersign Kennedy. Altimeter 3003.
rest of that looks fine. All right. All right.
American 9781 heavy runway.
Well, I'm gonna get going, you guys. And again, I know it's not exactly what you would do, but there'd also be some in the real life. There'd be some more controllers up here. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the frequency, your 12305. I don't need any flight following. When we get on the ground, we will request we'll request that heli transition. But let's get down there first of all, because I feel like we're at risk of losing our window here a little bit. And again, we want to be outbound. We want to pick up the 160, let's say 163 outbound. 2, 2, 3. And this is not reading anything just yet, but Don, you won't be far behind. Heck yeah. All right, departing Orange County. Oh, you're right there. Yeah, you're right next to us. Welcome. And Ian's coming in. Hey, Fisher Raiders. Hi, guys. Okay, here we go. Try to lift that nose up first. It is a little bit windy here, so we could have some stuff happen, you know. But I'm pretty much just going to depart straight out of here. Stewart traffic, helicopter November 11816, departing directly the ramp to the southeast. Stewart traffic. Ian, nice to see you, my friend. Good evening. All right, let's get going. So again, the idea was, there's our little Hoplight shake through 60 knots. Is let's track kind of southbound. This idea seemed better when I was planning it before the weather pulled in, but let's track direct southbound and see if we can see if we can pick up that NDB and also get on that track, that outbound track 163-ish. All right, so I am not 100% sure. We might be reading the NDB. We may need to climb just a little bit here as well. Ooh, I forgot to do two things. Just go IFR. Well, I want to show off the ADF radio here. Hey, Agent Bravo 7. Hey, how's it going, Diana? Nice to see you. All right, up we go, up we go, up we go. And I mean, we could just go eastbound. I mean, the Hudson River is right over there. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to do. But I want to try to show off that NDB. I know, and I saw you actually back in an aircraft last night, and I got busy doing stuff. And by the time I got back down to the computer, you had finished up. But we just departed Stewart, and we're heading down to the Hudson River and going to try to land at the Manhattan downtown Helipads. But it has been a while. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right, we are picking up that NDB now, so it's a little behind us and to the right. And again, we're going to kind of do this similar to what you would do if you were tracking a VOR outbound. Is we're currently, this is the heading we would like to have eventually, and we want to wait until this needle lines up with that, and then we know that we're tracking exactly away from the that NDB. You're departing Teterboro in 20. Heck yeah. Yeah. Oh, your 50th would start in like 50 would start up and everything. Yeah, cool. But hey, how's it? We're up. I think we're splashing some rain off the window there. Free car wash. But looking okay so far. And we do have some terrain at 1,600 feet. So convert again. This is all meters here, right? So we're now at 700 meters. So we should be above that. And yeah, that's right, upshot. I can't afford to hit myself. This thing runs on some expensive, some expensive Bulgarian diesel. So 16, about 500. Yeah, pretty dang close. Hoplight. Yeah, it's Hoplight. This thing's forced me to do math, and that's that's not a good thing. Excuse me. All you guys that are used to meters and kilograms, you're like, that's easy, and it really is easier than the English system. But unfortunately, yeah, yep, that's exactly right. So I don't know about you, Hoplight, but I kind of like being right about 200 kilometers an hour. I think that's where it feels happiest and doesn't. I mean, it's easy to control. You can trim it out. And I'm maybe getting a little too high here, but that's okay. We want to steer clear of the terrain. When I get over 200, that's when it kind of gets to be a squirrel, but that's what I've found tends to work best for me. It does have some longitudinal trim, so you can kind of see, that you can adjust that, and that really is a nice sort of quality of life thing when you're hand flying. No autopilot, so anything you can do to kind of take a little bit of workload off of you is good. And you can also see here, you guys, we're just about lined up, and as soon as we're lined up, we're going to turn outbound. And you know what I forgot to do also is I forgot to check my time when I went to all that trouble winding up my watch, and I forgot to use it. So anyway, VNE is 210, so yeah, so I don't want to go any more than that. I didn't realize it was 210, so I'm going to back off even a little bit more then. try to live at about, maybe at about 190 to 180. Oh, I forgot to set the barrel also. I even had a little millimeter HG or whatever conversion set up and ready to go. Man, I missed everything. Holy cow, man. It's a flying snail. Yeah, we're kind of calling it the old turkey leg, right? The old flying drumstick. But really, really cool in so many ways. I think I've got the Hungarian police livery or something like that. I figured maybe a police livery would be appropriate here for the New York area. Oh, we are close to being where we need to be. So I think this is the road kind of coming out of Randall Field, which ought to be just kind of right off to our right somewhere here. And yeah, at this point in time, I think we've sort of proved our point. That NDB works good. It's fun. It's comes in handy. And so I'm going to turn, and we're going to start heading towards the Hudson River. This should, in theory, if we've done things correctly, should drop us in here somewhere near the Tappan Zee Bridge. And at that point, we can enter the Hudson River SFRA southbound and see if we can find that that Manhattan helipad. So far, so good. Hoplight. A guy doesn't get a chance to do much, you know, much NDB navigation, so it's kind of fun to do that. Alright, we're trimmed. We are at 7,000 or 750 meters ish. So I want to stay below. I better take a look at this. When I get to Tappan Zee, I need to be below 3,000 feet. So in order to not talk to things. Yeah, and I need it, JPC, man. I'm in the hot seat here, boy. Point that sucker right at me. I could use something like that in my FedEx truck. Alright. So, to be below 3,000 at the bridge, so I think, again, right around 700 meters. 7 times 3 is 21, right? And add another third to that, so we're about 2,800-ish. So we're below the 3,000, yet we're above the terrain, and it's not. I'm pretty much the same, JPC. I have not really had much change, so I'm just sort of like, it's just maybe going to be the new me for a while. So, so yeah. No point in hiding it. My wife kind of, I'm like, I didn't really feel like going out in public, and you know what I mean, kind of self-conscious, but she's like, oh, get over it, crying out loud, you know how you need your wife to do that every now and again. I'm like, all right, fair enough. So she's like, you're going to work tomorrow, you're going to be seeing people tomorrow, so yeah, anyway. But well, it's just tricky to do. Yeah, anyway, thanks, JPC. I appreciate it, man. Tonight is not about that. Tonight is about the Hoppy, man. So, yeah, Hoplite, what do I have? Do I have, where's my, I don't even remember where the tail number, is it displayed inside here? That is the tail number I love to use when I'm able. But, yeah, that's kind of the story behind the channel. My name is Brant, and Melvin was my grandpa. So, yeah. Yep, I keep telling everybody, he, you know, being an old guy, right, like a World War II guy, like he would have been kind of anti-computers and all that, like anti-technology, and cell phones would have driven him nuts, you know. But I think he would have absolutely loved flight simulation. And I know that because he scrounged an actual flight sim for his FBO when it was back in the 80s, back when they were just like the full setup. Him and his buddy, man, they found one somewhere, and that thing was so cool. I loved that. The other thing I just remembered is I don't know that I set fuel. If I was a fuel gauge, where would I be? I have no idea how much fuel I have on board. Well, perhaps we will be testing out the auto rotation capability of the Mi-2 this afternoon as well. So again, guys, welcome. It's the Virtual USA Flying Club 7th anniversary, sponsored by Digital Aeronautics. And if you are a member of the Virtual USA Flying Club and you have not yet got your ticket to win a copy of this, please type !Hoplight. If you would like a chance to win and you're not a part of the Virtual USA Flying Club, type !VUSA and join our club. We do general aviation on VATSIM. We have tons of resources to help you feel comfortable doing that. We have events. We have people to talk to. And we would love to have you alongside of us. You can join up. All you have to do is have a VATSIM account. There's no additional software to download. None of that mumbo jumbo ACARS stuff. And here within the next little bit, hey Kevin, here within the next little bit, you can be alongside of 1,000 other general aviation fans that we have in our club, and we would love to have you. Whenever That's My Shoes comes in, I always get a little choked up. So what's going on, Kev? And again, I mentioned earlier, if you fly in the event and you record your attendance, you also get automatically a ticket to win. Digital Aeronautics has been so generous in gifting us 2 copies of this aircraft, this helicopter. I feel like it's the best helicopter right now, certainly in Microsoft, but it's my favorite even in X-Plane 12. And so it is a little different. I mean, it's old school and it's analog and it's hand flying, but it's for us, right? For us GA guys, like that's what we love to do, stick and rudder. It's not stick and rudder, but you know what I mean? Collective and sick live and all that stuff. But it's just really, yeah, we love old school. That's right, Mariner. Jordan knows what's up. So yeah, so you have a chance to get double the tickets, and I'll announce the winners tonight when the event concludes, which I believe is 11 o'clock. I believe 11 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, there you go. Dawn, I don't know why you didn't get a ticket. Maybe you already have one. I'll double check when I get to Manhattan, and I'll make sure. Again, if you're a part of the club, sometimes my giveaways too, if you haven't watched my channel enough, it waits a little bit, kind of like you have to be a regular. But I'll make sure, Don, I'll make sure you get a ticket one way or the other. So, Chris has found. Chris, I think what you said there is you found where the fuel gauge is. So you're saying, is it this right here? Is this us? Is this our fuel? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Jordan. Thanks, my man. A little gift sub to Beethoven. third gift sub to the channel. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, so 220 liters. Well, that should get us down to the Manhattan helipads. Then we'll pick up some of that high-priced Manhattan fuel down there, baby. All right. Yeah, thank you very much, Jordan. That's really, really nice of you. I appreciate that a ton. And let's see. How close are we? Is that the Tappan Z that I see? It's hard to tell. I don't have any scenery enhancements for New York because there is one out there that I really like. It's called the New York City Times by Sam Scene. It's beautiful, but it is just so, it just kills your frames, and so I opted to leave it off. So the bridges kind of look a little bit wonky still, but I think what I see in front of us is that Tappan Z, and so I just want to make sure. Certainly we're below 3,000, but then I want to get ourselves down all the way under 1,300 as well. So we're going to stay along the right-hand side, and then we have some reporting points that we need to make. And oh crap, JPC, can you tell me what's the frequency I need to report on for the SFR? I'm trying to find it, but I might crash if I have to look too hard. SFRA, what's the frequency? 2305. Thank you, Jordan. All right, so here we go. Oh, it is. We're in there right now. Awesome. All right. Hudson River traffic helicopter November 11816 is inbound. The Tappan Zee Bridge will be southbound on the Hudson SFRA, Hudson River traffic. Thank you. Appreciate that. So that's kind of nice because that's also the same frequency for the Manhattan helipads. So cool. All right. So Tappan Zee, that's the, well, it's Alpine Tower, I should say. So we're not quite to Alpine Tower yet. But you kind of report it coming in, you report it going out. And well, hopefully you heard me then. And we will make our way down to Manhattan. All right. It still does look pretty nice, though. I mean, you forget about when you're kind of an outsider like me. You're not from around here. You kind of forget about how, you know, once you get north of New York City proper, and I don't know if this is considered upstate, but you just don't realize how much hills and trees and lakes and stuff. It's not all concrete and buildings. Yeah, I am definitely going to refuel, Chris, because our second leg is going to be about the same, maybe even a little more, because we might have to sequence ourselves a little as well. So I'm sneaking.
November 1214 Lima to Baron 40 or 58. I'm about to enter right downwind runway 18 for Bayport.
Okay. So is Bayport, is that also the same frequency? Why didn't I think that was? But anyway, Nam, hey, how's it going? Oh, you're also considering it. Very nice. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've done one done one of these events in a helicopter. So it's going okay. So far, so good. And the nice thing is, I do think we kind of got in that little weather window here, and things are opening up quite nicely. We may end up with a little romantic sunset approach into Bayport, baby. So that is a great question, Hoplight. JPC, do you want to kind of chime in on this? There's a really cool fly-in, number one down there, and our founding father, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, is from New York and has always really enjoyed the Bayport Airport. It's a long answer, yeah. So I'm not going to do it justice, but essentially, it centers around JPC's connection to the New York area, as well as the fly-in that they do. It's a historical general aviation fly-in, and the airport itself just has an amazing history, and it's so much so that they carved a little notch out of the Islip airspace, the Islip class Charlie, so that the Bayport members could fly in and out VFR on Unicom. So that was kind of in the first year we flew there, and it just kind of stuck with us ever since. That's where we went back to. And I know JPC has gone to the actual air show several times. We've had several of our members that have actually went to Bayport and participated. Well, not participated, but were there for the flying in. And there's the procedure to get in there. There's this video that we watch every year, and I won't have the link to the video, but it's just quite a place. It just has a ton of character and history, and it just fits our group, I guess, really, really well. All right, Captain Z over the top. Now I'm looking for Alpine Tower coming up next. There's the video. So yeah, Hoplight, when you get a second. Yeah, it's right tucked in. It's tucked in right underneath Long Island, MacArthur, and Kennedy. I mean, so it's right there. It is absolutely right there. But without that little transition, that little notch, it's one of those places, I think, that would have probably had to close down, because there's no way you're going to get GA traffic in and out of there if you're having to wait for, departure every time you want to fly your Stinson down to Martha's Vineyard or something. But so anyway, yeah, it just has worked out really well, really well. I even think, yeah, it's under the Islip Charlie, right, Ron? Right next to that Kennedy Bravo. I even think we considered one year, if I'm not mistaken, JPC, you even asked, you're like, hey, should we move? Should we go somewhere else for the flying? And it was unanimous. Everybody's like, no, Bayport, man, that's our home. that's where the virtual club, that's our stomping grounds. And so we've just stayed there ever since. This is going to be tough here, you guys, because finding these reporting points, I think this is a little area by Mariana, no, the Spark Hill Marina, and around the corner then we'll get that Alpine Tower. And at that point, we need to be below 1,500, and we're at 300 meters, so I'm putting that at about 1,000 feet, and I'm going to just try to stay right here if we can. But here's the thing. I know I said this is a very manual, hand-flying type of helicopter. When you get it trimmed, you can see that it really does fly nice and stable. Obviously, I think our winds are pretty light at this point, so I'm not getting, I'm not having to put a lot of anti-torque in, but that longitudinal trim that they have modeled is quite nice. And it's just such a smooth experience. I mean, all the movements are, appropriately responsive. It's not herky-jerky like some of the other helicopters I've flown. It's not ultra sensitive, and I know that they're still working on, like, I don't believe they fully implemented what they want in terms of the ground effect and things like that. So when we get down close to the helipads, it's probably not what it's going to end up being right now, but I still feel like it's a pretty enjoyable experience overall. Will we see the Alpine Tower? This is kind of there's like a golf course coming up on our right, and I usually just try to find the golf course. The new update, yeah, the one that's coming out has significant improvements. Okay, and I'm looking forward to that. That was kind of a pleasant surprise to see on my news feed this morning that was entering beta. That could be it. You know what? I don't know if it is, but we're gonna call it this. In Hudson River traffic, helicopter 816 is southbound, passing Alpine Tower, Hudson River. I don't know if that's Alpine Tower or not, but we're going to call it Alpine Tower. There's supposed to be a golf course. Those golf courses might be a little farther inland. I felt like I could see them before, though. So this Hudson River hoplite, it's pretty cool. As you get north, it really does have quite a bit of drop off. So yeah, it's really neat country. I mean, I've only seen it in the sim. I've only been to New York once in real life. But that might be. It could be, I guess, the tower. I don't remember. If we see a golf course up here, then I probably made that tower call just a little too soon. All right. Well, the GWB is next. Maybe that's the Alpine Tower. Yeah, there's a golf course kind of cut through the trees in there a little bit, I think. Kind of sort of see it. Yeah, I made that radio call just a little early. Alright, we're sort of getting blown around a little bit here. Let's get back under control. As with any helicopter, if I'm hand flying it and I look outside for too long, stuff goes sideways. Nam is confirming that the more north you get, the more hilly it gets. Yeah, I do think if I came back up here, that would be where I'd like to go. I'd like to go farther up north and west, kind of maybe towards Albany. Just see some of those areas that are a little further inland. I loved going to New York City. Don't get me wrong. That was an experience that I enjoyed way more than I thought I would. And I'm happy that I got to go there and see a lot. You know, you can't see everything, but yeah, I'd like to go there in the fall sometime, Nam, and just see the colors. And I think it'd be crazy. Oh, there we go. There's our golf course. I knew you could see one of them. All right. I'm not crazy. There's the GWB. In descent now. Zilix, look, man, I know you struggle with your landings. So, yeah. New York City in the winter. I do think that would probably have a neat charm to it. My wife would like to go there because she likes to watch the Today Show. And in the wintertime, they always have the people skating at Rockefeller Plaza. Well, Hoplight, not really. It would kind of will, but it's. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of mushy. I wonder if that New York Times scenery, that Sam scene, has a better rendition. But it's a little disappointing, Hoplight. But we will fly right by it. It's a reporting point, so we'll see it. But see it. I'll use air quotes on that. Let's get back down to 300 meters. And yeah, so this is Sully. Yep. I'm not sure. I think he did he make it past the GWB, or was he in this stretch here? Yeah, but yeah, this is where he was at. He was heading north, heading out of LaGuardia. He made it past the GW, so he landed kind of in this stretch in here. Yeah. Yeah. That was the bridge he was worried about clearing, wasn't it? That was in the movie anyway. It's a good movie. I like Tom Hanks a lot. All right, coming up. You think he landed this way, so he got turned around and headed back in? Huh, I guess I didn't realize that. I thought he was, I thought he stayed kind of northbound. Either way. Really cool. You may be right, though. Yeah. Yeah, Ron, it was not what I expected. Which was nice. I'm like, I know the story. But when I got done watching the movie, I'm like, okay, that was good. There was, there were things there that I didn't realize. And oh, he turned to try to make it back. Okay. All right. Very nice. Because they were trying to get him into Teterboro, and I mean, yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right. Because I remember now in the scene what they were simulating him making the turn and all that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hudson River traffic, helicopter 816 just crossing the GWB southbound Hudson River. Yeah, it's unfortunate. The default bridges, you can kind of see it, right? Oh, you can kind of see it, but the default bridge work it still has a lot to be desired. However, I will say this: I think the shoreline in 2024 looks much improved. The shoreline, you can see like the buildings are not as mushy and melted, and you can kind of see that the boat docks and stuff look pretty good. Like that looks all right. A little baseball park down there, and you get some stuff that's not great, but they're making progress, and they'll get those bridges figured out at some point. All right, let's get back. Let's become stable here again. It'd be a shame to make it all this way and crash into the Hudson, but yeah, and they're struggling a little bit with that part right now. Just kind of like they have the basic shape looks pretty good, but they just make it a solid object. But some of them, like if you go flying in other parts of the world, some of the bridges look awesome. They render perfect. You can even fly underneath them. And so I'm hoping at some point in time they'll kind of get their graphics engine coded in such a way that they can fix these, because it seems like it's the bigger cities that it struggles with. All right, well, we're coming up. Speaking of the Intrepid, I think that's it. That was a great museum. We did get to go see that when we were here. That was a lot of fun. I knew I was in for a treat when we were just walking around, my wife and I, and we walked around. I'm like, we're close. Let's go see what the Intrepid looks like. And it was kind of too late in the day, so we were going to come back the next day. But as soon as I walked around the corner and there was a freaking Concorde sticking, its butt was sticking off the deck, I'm like, okay, I'm going to like that place. So that was nice. They have a Concorde up on top, space shuttle inside. I mean, really a neat little museum. Great history. Great battle history of that. But yeah, doesn't really. Oh, maybe it's up here, because there's a bunch of big cruise ships also. But it just doesn't look great. One of those I think is meant to be Not supposed to be over land, by the way, when you're doing this. One of those I think is meant to be the Intrepid. Maybe it's this guy right here. It's meant to be the Intrepid. Hudson River traffic, helicopter 816 is southbound passing Intrepid. Hudson River traffic. But they had a new exhibit. They had a submarine there that was pretty cool, and we didn't go on that. That was a little extra, and we didn't quite have time to do that. But I sure enjoyed it. We got to sit in the Concorde and get a little presentation, and that was kind of neat. All right, we're coming up. This is Manhattan, and what we're going to do is we're going to I think it's the East River. I don't know. There's a river that cuts across here to the east, and well, we're going too fast right now. That's why we're getting kind of squirrely. We descended, and I didn't mean to do that, but we're getting fast. But yeah, we're going to try to turn. I think it's just right around the corner here, right around the big buildings, the lower part of Manhattan, and try to get ourselves down. Gosh, I'm getting squirrely. Try to get ourselves down on the helipads. So I'm going to start to slow down. Hoplight, I don't know about you, but I feel like the approach needs to start at about 80 knots, or maybe even 80 kilometers an hour, or maybe even less. I have a hard time sometimes slowing this thing down, even though it's not really a speed demon, but it holds its airspeed for me pretty well. Zilix, what are you flying, man? Are you flying that 707? Because you're usually a butter machine. Triple seven. Oh, come on. You don't slam that 777 down. Don't try to tell me that. Don't try to tell me that. Yeah. You're a butter machine. There's a Statue of Liberty. You can't fly helicopters. Well, all of my landings so far, Hoplight, have been kind of like, you know, like aiming for that big grass field over there, and let's just set it down somewhere over there, kind of under control. So this is going to be the most precision that I've if I'm able to land here, this will be the most precise landing I've done. So we'll find out. It's a kick, man, and it's very simple to configure also. I mean, I don't have a lot of controls bound. I'm not a SPAD guy. I've got the collective, and I've got the cyclic, and I've got the rudder pedals for my anti-torque, and then there's a little longitudinal trim, and that's it. Everything else is as it is. So Manhattan downtown helipads, helicopter November 11816 is just west of the position we're inbound at 1,000 feet. Manhattan helipad traffic. Okay, well, here we go. I'm a little quick, a little fast, and I think we're right over there, right around the corner here. I haven't heard anybody else talking, so I feel safe that we can cut across here. I hope not. I hope not. I don't have a lot of altitude, so that makes me a little bit nervous. So I'm going to climb just a tiny bit, and I have no idea what the winds are doing here. Truly don't.
Hudson traffic, like 4330 Tango, southbound, Alpine Tower, 1100.
Alright, so he's north of us, so we're okay. We'll be out of his way. Alright. I see the helipads right over there. Let's see if we can find one to land on here. I think that's them. I'm gonna swing it pretty wide. Yeah, I believe that's where we're going. I'm gonna swing it out here a little bit wide, and just see. I'm gonna kind of judge the wind as we're coming in here. Yep, that little strip right here has, I think it has like 3 helipads on it. I'm going to aim for the one in the middle. Downtown Manhattan helipads. Helicopter 11816 is turning final. Downtown Manhattan traffic. Alright. Looking okay. 200 meters, maybe a smidge high, but there might even be a helipad on the end of the dock there also, but okay, down we go. I feel like there's a little bit of a breeze coming off my right hand side, which is not good for this approach. It means I'm going to be kind of coming in on a tailwind. Here we go. Alright, let's keep the transition, the forward momentum going here. And I'm so high up. Come on over. Yeah, come on over. Yeah, just a bit high. Oh, there's like 20 helipads here. Eek. Well, should we change our mind here and aim for the one on the end? Yeah, let's aim for the one with the big H. Shall we? I feel like I'm into the wind right now. Honestly. So I'm going to point towards the Lady Liberty. She maybe can guide me home. Just too high. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go around, come in. Now we kind of know better what we want to try and do here. We got our altitude a little bit better. And yeah, we're just going to kind of do one more loop here and come landing kind of westbound. Always go with the biggest target. That's what I'm looking for. Like that loading dock right there looks really appealing to me, Tex. Let's take it out here a little ways and bring it around. I think I had everything else felt pretty good, honestly. I just ended up a little too high. My rad alt's freaking out right now. Okay. A little quick.
Hudson traffic, like for 8306 Tango, southbound, GWB 1100.
Here we go. We're committed. Come on, girl. I know you can do it. Oh, it looks like there's like a little weird water cutout thing here. Look at that. Oh. Golly. Golly. Come on. Yeah, I can live with that. We're a little short, but not too bad. Not half bad. Welcome to downtown Manhattan. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, I hate to do this mid-flight, but I got to put some fuel in here. Yeah. Need a little bit more fuel. That wasn't too bad. I mean, Hoplight, I totally just walked it in like a grandma flying her helicopter to church on Sunday, but that's just kind of how I have to do it. I'm not good enough to just come whipping right on in there and, you know, pulling her up at the last minute, setting it down, hover for a second, and then drop it down. But yeah, that first time I definitely was way too high. All right, I'm throwing in some fuel now. What do we have? Now we're too heavy. Okay, so how about we go taxi fuel? Let's take that off. 1,000 pounds, is that okay? Can I do 1,000? I don't feel like I don't know that that's, well, let's load it and see what it looks like here. Okay. That's really going to be nice. Oh yeah, so we're totally topped up now. Okay, cool. So, all right, now that we can breathe for a second,
traffic lights for
here's what I'd like to do. New York Heli. So we're on the ground here at Manhattan. So I'm going to call up. I think we have some ATC. I'm going to call up and request the Hudson or the Verzano southbound heli route to the South Shore. Yeah, Verzano South to South Shore East. And we'll fly that out here, and that'll be kind of how we get out of the area. That'll take us right south of Kennedy and this little Canarsie Airport, whatever this is called. But let's see if we can get that transition as well. I almost hate to do this because I know how busy this guy's going to be, but that's all right. Kennedy approach helicopter November 11816.
11816.
Yes, sir. We're on the ground right now at the downtown Manhattan Wall Street Helipads. I'd like to request the Verzano heli route southbound to the South Shore westbound route if able. I got it. Turn him up a little bit here. He's super quiet. Turn him up. I'll turn the helicopter down just a bit. Oh, did I say eastbound? Yep. Okay. Did I say westbound?
360, direct coast 2819. 2019, 316, Effort to change the crew. See you later.
Descend and maintain 3,000
Oh, he's
Jet
quiet.
Right, 903, 7 miles from Valpo, Scud ILS and 122 left, maintain 180 knots until it's 5 miles.
Oh, he'll know what I mean. Okay.
Already clear for the ILS, 22 left, maintain 180 knots or greater for until 5 mile final. American 90 for heavy.
Check 317 at 3,000.
So we did, last time we were here, we did this East River transition. It was kind of fun. Up past LaGuardia. East River to the,
So 63.
to the, I think we did Triborough Bridge, yeah, and then actually jumped up here to the North Shore. That was kind of fun. There's lots of cool little heli routes through here. It's its own little web of routes, man. It would be, what a nightmare to keep track of all that as a controller. Shoozy, holy cow, 7. My goodness, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. You're passing right now. Oh, there he is. There's Joe. There's Jordan. Hey, man, what's up?
What are you doing here?
We got a raider. Oh, Jeffrey B. That must mean that Jeffrey successfully got his Goonie Bird down on the ground in Bayport. Hats off to you. That's not an easy feat.
017 Sierra Bravo, are you ready for departure?
Taking a DC-3 into successfully Jasuka a controlled crash. Yeah. So this is the bummer part of New York here. A little bit of meltiness, but if you look that way, it looks kind of cool. There was a fire and everything. Oh boy.
317 channel sending 1990 intercept below flight.
Well, look at our landing on the helipad here, Jeffrey. Manhattan helipad. It's got some weird water features here, but we might have just been better off just finishing off our VFR transition here. This dude's busy. Let's call him airborne. Okay. That's a good call. Okay, here we go. Alright, how's my... Yeah, I think we're okay.
Yeah, Roger, sorry about that. I didn't have the time to report it. You want me to do it right now, or I...
That was not as nice of a departure as we did from Stewart. Okay.
Alright, 7 Sierra Bravo, thanks for the help. On course, clear, plane 19, clear to take off.
So we're just going to sneak... Essentially, we just kind of get back on the same... better than yours. It's been okay today, Jasuka. I don't know what's gotten into me. Something in the water, I guess.
Terra 226 Heavy, thanks. Turn left, turn heading 090.
Oh, now he's getting louder because we're kind of getting clear of all the buildings. I keep forgetting there's that new voice feature.
090, direct happy and climb 17,000.
Kevin 317, 6 miles.
So if we don't get that transition, we're just going to finish out the transition that we're doing with the Hudson River SFRA. Pretty sure there's probably some rules about how close we can fly to Lady Liberty here, but I'm going to give you a look at her anyway.
903. 903.
This is pretty nicely modeled.
903 has it. Alright, Chevrolet 317. There's a guy, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Looks like he's paused. It's a heavy 767. You can go through him if you want. He's not talking to me.
Looks kind of nice.
And that 317 looks like he just disconnected this reverse.
Yeah, they did a good job with that. All right, so you're knee deep in some family stuff, Kev. Hey, thanks for coming in. Kev, type exclamation point Hoplight if you'd like to win a copy of this in 2024. In fact, for all the Raiders coming in, if you're a virtual USA Flying Club member,
you want to give me a call once that's ready.
and you fly in Microsoft 2024, and you would like to have a chance to win a copy of this helicopter, our friends at Digital Aeronautics are sponsors of the anniversary event, and I would love to give you an extra ticket into the drawing. We're going to give away 2 copies of it at the conclusion of tonight's event. So yeah, counterclockwise under 10,000 feet. So we were half right, Dex. But again, I appreciate all the Raiders coming in from Jeffrey's channel. So he's not covering, so I'm not in his. Yeah, I think we're all right, Don. It's not 100% immersion, so sorry about that. But at least I'm giving you some New York City fog here.
I can't see what you filed since you filed the FR. Looks like it. I can see a remark though. That's all I can see. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I got I think I maybe got everybody in the raid. So welcome. If I missed you, sorry. This is the Hoplight Mi-2, and we are just about to clear the Verrazano Bridge. So I should just go back over 2302, shouldn't I? Or 2305. I almost hate to do that because I don't want him to call me. Yeah, you know what? That's all right. I'll send him an apology later on. Liam, welcome. 2305. Okay, so I think we're talking now on the right frequency. We're going to do a little Verrazano Bridge transition, and 512 Golf Bravo flying into this Bayport thing here, Liam, tonight. That's awesome. Welcome in. Very, very nice to have you in the chat. Well, have the funnest evening that you can have, Kev. And nice hanging out with you this past week, by the way. So now, all right, so this is going to be a little bit of a problem because I'm not going to want to venture out too far away from the shoreline. Jitsuka, you're heading to bed? All right, man. Oh, 7 a.m. shift. Yeah, that'll be me tomorrow. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hudson River traffic. Helicopter 816 is crossing Verrazano Bridge southbound, Hudson River. And you can see there's potential there. Like there's a bit of photogrammetry that the sim is seeing, but it just really, really struggles with that bridge. They're going to have to come in and do some handcrafting. Alright, so again, like I said, I don't want to go too far out into the ocean. So I'm going to aim for, I'm going to pretend that I got cleared to run that heli route here. And I'm just going to keep it down nice and low. And I'm going to go back over to that controller's frequency in case he tries to call me. 25.7.
Provide something. You guys can't hear each other. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. You have to go for Commander 64 Kilo Lima. Go ahead.
And that way, if he calls me, if he talks to me and needs me to do something different, I'll be able to respond. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is just kind of cruise along the shoreline.
Call sign one more time. 623 Mike Bravo. Is that
correct? We're going to hope that everything clears up a little bit. And we're kind of going by the famous Coney Island here.
Bravo.
I don't think it's modeled, but it's kind of over in that area right there. Ferris wheel and all that.
Good day,
the flight. That's kind of where I'm at, man. I'm going to be down. I'm at 100 meters right now, so I'm pretty close.
number 683, Mike Bravo, squad 0.
I can remember the first time that I ever did this transition. I was actually coming the other direction. I was coming from Bayport, and I think I was going to Teterboro or something. But it was sort of getting a little bit later on in the day, and I wasn't in a helicopter. I was in a fixed wing. But I just remember how, even though it was a sim, how cool it was having all those big heavy 777s and those guys just taking off and flying over the top. Oh, it was so awesome. It was really, really cool. Really cool. Alright, so we're aiming. Again, this is kind of the shoreline here that we want to follow.
Mike Bravo, radar contact 40 miles northwest to the Danbury Airport 3,500. The Westchester altimeter 300.
I'm sure we won't. It won't quite be the same because it's daylight enough. But man, just seeing all the lights, like you could really see New York City lit up. It was pretty cool. The downtown area with the, with those big jets coming out. It was really nice. I'm poking along at like, 90 knots in a Skyhawk or something. It was so cool. Alright, I gotta find a CTAF here for...
Okay, 3 Mike Bravo, roger. You clear to the Bayport Airport for now. The radar vector is maintained
22.7
flight present heading.
when we get there. Acro Nerd. Hello. Cody says hi. You're right now a 335 Charlie Papa. All right. And Zillick's on the go around.
Yeah, good afternoon.
There you go. That happens, man. That happens. Oh, there's Agent Bravo 7 on the comms. Heck yeah.
Alright, I'll call you. So if we get a runway standby, I'll call you. You got
Can't look outside for too long because I am only at 350 feet, so. But
that's Double 317 cross.
So this is Rockaway Beach, and then we're gonna hit Long Beach and then Jones Beach. Just kind of keep working our way closer and closer and closer.
Something uniform pop. Say again.
Once I get past Rockaway Beach, I'll go low so you single guys can look for babes out here. I think these ladies have money too, so. Not a beach day though, is it? Sorry, I don't see the babes down there. You got a little Frank Sinatra going. Yeah, August in New York, and it's overcast, and that'd be my luck. I'd have a vacation planned for 6 months. Can't wait to go to Rockaway Beach, man. It's going to be awesome. Summer, August.
This portion.
472 New York Spiritual Timber 30.
Not seeing a lot of umbrellas out here tonight, so sorry, single guys. I did my best.
This portion of the MelvinLeroy channel brought to you by.
Thanks for the redeem.
Never take off.
American 212 New York departure runway 13 clear for takeoff.
Good old Downwind Sim. I thought he might check in tonight. He's probably tearing apart some new engine or something they got. All right, well, we're coming up on Kennedy here, so if we're going to get in this guy's way,
I'm sorry, telling that.
Now would be a pretty good time.
About the weather, what was that question?
Pretty good time to talk to us. I can't imagine we're this way though. We're just right along that.
You said you want the weather?
South Shore transition.
Okay, Charlie's current right now, wind 210.
Cody approves, so that's all we got.
Cody's approval. 10, feeling 3,600 broken, 4,600 broken, 7,000 overcast, temperature 26, the altimeter 3000.
JPC, you hang out at Rockaway Beach very often? Come down here, play a little basketball, do some lifting, weightlifting. That looks like a prison. Is that a freaking prison? Does this place have a prison down here? Tim. Hello, sir. kind of scud running here, checking out
I'm sorry, what was that called?
this is the South Shore helicopter transition here, just passing south of JFK right now. We're kind of keeping our eyes out for some departures.
Bravo.
They are departing 22 right, so yeah, you only flown by. Oh, I've never been there. I don't think you're allowed to be over the beach here, but that's okay. I love flying low. The only thing I don't like about flying low near water is you get all these weird water, like artifacting and loading. Uh-oh. Something's going on. Danger upstairs. For those of you new to the channel, by the way, I'm a 3-dog house. My wife upstairs probably causing commotion. She probably went out to water or something. My mom lives downstairs with us. And so yeah, there's a lot of action. That's kind of why the camera is where it is, because that little guy there, his name's Cody. He's the unofficial star of the show. Oh wait, we got
2433 New York approach.
Yeah.
Hello, expect
That
the
looked like a lifeguard stand. But anyway, so there's always lots going on behind the scenes here.
472. I'm not sure where you descended on your own. I'm pretty sure you were.
Yeah, Hoplight, fair point. If there's an incident, then I'm the least of the problem, right? Of course, with that Air Vietnam 787, you never know. Little overrun. We're literally right there. There you go. There's the departure end of runway 22 right and 22 left. That's way cool. Very nice. Well, all right. I feel like we're safe. We're past. We're out of the hair of the New York guy. So I'm gonna head over and we're gonna dial up Bridgeport 122.7. Okay, now here's the procedure for this, and I'm just I'm stating it, not that I know what I'm doing, but just to see if I remember everything. JPC, Mariner, Texas Fun Fly Boy, you guys all correct me if I'm wrong here, but everyone needs to start out on these outer islands, and fire islands, is that what those are called? Anyway, everybody starts out along these islands, and we sequence ourselves sort of one at a time. We turn inbound, and we have 2 reporting points. We report over the Marina, which is kind of when we get to the other shoreline. Then we report when we're midfield, the field. Obviously, then you report on final. But those reporting points allow, so like I'm not able to turn inbound until the person ahead of me is already at the Marina. And the thought is, the hope is anyway, that when I get to the Marina, they'll be midfield. And when I get midfield, they'll be already, down on the ground, landed and clear to the runway. I need to be below 700 when I turn inbound to stay out of that Long Island class Charlie. I need to be below 1,500 as I'm out over the island chain here. So, and pretty much that's it. So we're just going to kind of listen for traffic, and if it gets too crazy, then we'll just kind of orbit out along these islands until we have an opening. And we're about as fast as the rest of the GA traffic, so we're not going to be holding people up. And the weather's clearing too. That's really nice. That'll be awesome. And then we're just going to land. We have wheels. We could land like a regular aircraft if we wanted to, but I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe find a spot, maybe up by the, well, I'm sure that the south side's going to probably be full. Yeah, we'll just have to see when we get there where we're going to land. But this is the end of Long Beach, and then we should have, there's another VFR waypoint up here, the Jones Beach Monument. I don't think there's anything in the sim that represents that, but we're coming up on it. And then there's the Cap Tree Bridge, and that's where we're going to start getting serious about looking for the Marina to go into Bayport. Yeah, this neighborhood. This is a swanky beachfront property neighborhood, isn't it? Look at all those pools, probably tennis courts, the soccer pitch. Oh, that's a baseball field. Yeah, this is an interesting part of town. What? I'm not doing anything, dude. My dog, little dog, big attitude. Alright, hop across. There's a little bit of a break in the water here, and then let's see what they have. I don't remember seeing anything ever for Jones Beach, the Jones Beach Monument, but maybe there's something in the photogrammetry that we'll see here. It's kind of on the right hand side here.
Baron 4877 Papa over the shoreline for 18 Bayport.
Okay, so there's our first little bit of traffic. So he's already turning inbound. He's reporting over the shoreline, so that means he's in here. So if we were a little closer, we could turn inbound at this point in time and start heading in ourselves. Alright, I don't even know what the Jones Beach Monument looks like. Maybe that? Is it like a historical place? Maybe that's it. That kind of has that like historical building look to it, doesn't it? With the walking path and all the little information placards and things like that. Looking good.
Bayport area traffic, Baron 4877 Papa, turning final runway 18. Bayport.
Okay. So yeah, he's definitely out of the way. And again, I would anticipate, like, we're kind of in the middle of the event window. The event started about 2 hours ago, and it goes for another it goes for a while yet. So there may not be a ton of traffic right now, which it wouldn't, I mean, I know ultimately this is always our best attended event, so I know ultimately there's going to be a lot of aircraft that get on the ground, but for me trying to land the helicopter, if I don't have like 10 guys trying to come in at the same time, you know, it's a little less stressful for me. So right. So he's turned Outer Islands inbound. Okay, so that might be our next guy that we're following. Probably going to be a little late tonight, Ron. And go another, holy cow, yeah. I am in the middle of a decent sized group. Well, Mike, that does stress me out. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We've got lots of fuel. That's honestly the biggest worry. I can frickin' hover and chill out here on the outer islands. Heck, if I had to, I could land on the beach and just let people go in. But, oh no, Silix. Man, I tell you what, I was watching Spy Flight as I was getting set up. And he was reporting that there were a lot of people having sim crashes today. He was trying to fly out of Dusseldorf or something, and he said that there's kind of been a little bit of a report of a memory leak, and if like there was lots of CTDs coming out of that airport, and then he tried loading up somewhere else and had the same issue. So I hope that system update 6 has not hurt stability. I did notice a little bit of lower performance when I first got it, but then I went in the other night and it had kicked up a couple things to ultra that didn't need to be ultra, and since I've backed those down, it's been good. Knock on wood. Alright, well now we are over. Again, this is, I think this is Tobe Beach. Something. My little guy, man, he's fired up. And you can tell we're still a little ways out because that guy's a little quiet. That's alright. Hopefully my levels have been okay. I guess I didn't really check before we got going, but I kind of turned the helicopter down a little while ago, so hopefully it's been okay. I feel like it's getting a little windier here too. What's the at Kennedy right now? It's 180. Oh gosh, at 14. Ew. You've had a lot of sim crashes? Dang. That is so frustrating, Silix. I'm really sorry about that. That's super frustrating. Okay, I think up here, Captree Bridge. And once we get past the Captree Bridge, we're kind of on those outer islands. And we just need to look.
Bayport traffic, like for 8306 Tango, turning inbound from the outer island.
Okay. Need to look for that Marina and sequence ourselves. So there's somebody else in front of us just turning inbound now. We're definitely below 1,500. We're below 700 also.
Trixie!
Hey, good Trixons, what's up? Happy Cineversary to all who celebrate. Exclamation point Hoplight, Hoplite. Get you a ticket into the giveaway. We're very, very thankful to our friends at Digital Aeronautics for sponsoring today's anniversary. And that should have got you there, Fixie. If it didn't, I will make sure you get in there. Larry, hello. Okay, I've had a couple of guys that have had trouble. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets in there that is here though. So once I get on the ground, I'm gonna go back through. I should have went back and double check because I had somebody early on that was having some trouble. I didn't. It's really hard to tell. Nope, the giveaway's still going. Oh, I got you in there, Fixie. Larry, you're in. And I think Dawn, you were the other one that it didn't show right away, but you're also in. So anyway, the good folks at Digital Aeronautics have offered us up a couple of copies to give away at the end of the event tonight. So I'm giving you a chance to have a ticket just by watching my stream. If you end up flying in the event also, and you're in the attendance channel, you'll automatically be entered as well. So again, and I'm just trying to, not that I want to limit it to anybody, but it is a Virtual USA Flying Club specific reward. So if you're not a part of the VUSA, type exclamation point VUSA and join. and you can get a ticket, maybe win a helicopter. Who knows? And it's the 2020. It's a Microsoft Flight Sim helicopter, obviously. So if you're an ex-planer, I'm so sorry. I don't have anything I can offer you. But anyway, one giveaway per club member. Yep. And I'm gonna keep track of all that, JPC. But yeah, it was really nice of those guys to do that for us. So, okay, coming up again, we're looking for the Cap Tree Bridge. That leads us out to Fire Island, and then gosh, this might be kind of tough for us to see where we're going. We may have to just estimate about where we think we are, based and just go in based on kind of who's out in front of us here. There you go, Tex. Thanks for the reminder there. And if you're coming in again from a raid, and I haven't, first of all, introduced myself. Hi, I'm Brant. Thanks for tuning in. This is the MelvinLeroy channel. The Virtual USA Flying Club 7th Anniversary Bayport Fly-In. There's our bridge. And it's been a really fun afternoon. We departed from Stewart a couple of hours ago, probably. Flew down to the downtown Manhattan Helipads. And now we're just, we shot a little South Shore heli transition. That's kind of nice. That looks way cool. What is that, JPC? Some kind of timepiece? That's awesome. We shot the South Shore helicopter transition right past Kennedy, and now we're on the Fog 1 approach into Bayport, landing south. And I'm going to have to start listening because I heard somebody turning inbound. So we're going to wait a little bit.
Bayport traffic lights for 8306 Tango vacated runway 18.
Right. So runway's clear. I think there's somebody else on the inbound though. I'm going to come out a little further. It is getting windy and spicy. But that's what this helicopter, man, it's a beast. It was made for cold weather. It's not afraid of a little precipitation. It does have anti-icing. And again, while it's just the initial release, I do believe that it's going to end up being a helicopter that's a little bit more all-weather than your typical helicopter.
Downwind runway 18, turning in final.
Alright, I think that's the guy in front of us. So I'm going to keep going along Fire Island just a little farther just to see if there's somebody else that's going to turn in. Bayport traffic, helicopter November 11816 is flying along Fire Island right now. We'll be sequencing Bayport. That was a great radio call.
Traffic 341 Charlie Papa turning down from the outer island, runway 18 Bayport.
Alright, so there's somebody ahead of us turning inbound. Good.
Traffic number 313, Mike, going around.
Going around, so they're going to come, so they have to come all the way out to Fire Island now to resequence. But he may be able to do that before we get there. And Bayport traffic, helicopter 816. For that traffic on the go, we are currently eastbound Fire Island, and you may be able to get back in the pattern before we get there. It is. Oh, look at this. We're really getting low. Bright on. We're marginal. We're marginal, sir. Yeah, this is not good. This would be the point at which you're like I think that beach right down there looks like a nice place to hang out for the night. But I can't do that. I'm busy selling airplanes. Selling airplanes. Alright. That was a nice wind shift. It is kind of cool, kind of mysterious. I can't seem to get my, like, the wind must sort of be right off our 6, because I can't seem to, like, it keeps wanting to just toss my tail right and left, and then we just had a big updraft right there. I don't know if you saw that. Okay. I think we're going to get to the end of this, and this is going to be our turn-in point, guys. Yeah, I'm just trying to give just a tiny bit of left rudder right now, but I was completely on the other side just a second ago, Hoplight, and all right, so that's the guy in front of us. There's a guy on that did a go around. And I'm just going to keep it. There's like a little bit of a gap here, if I remember right. It wants to rudder right in the area. Right now, it's totally wanting to go left on me. I think we're going to turn inbound. Bayport traffic, helicopter 816 at Fire Island, turning inbound. Bayport. I think we're going to go for it. We definitely didn't pick up the Marina per se, just because we literally can't see the other side. But at this point in time, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. About a 020. That'll get us across. Hopefully we'll see something we recognize when we get over there. I don't know. Hopefully no bluefin tuna jumps up and... Alright, so there's the guy in front of us, so that's good. Is that you, Jordan? Is that you on the radio column here and there? Your midfield? It's alright. So there's a high school. And like I say, a marina. There's a little I always just follow the canal in there. Oh, you're on the ground? Okay. This, by the way, is typical for our event weather. We seem to be on a little bit of a streak, although I shouldn't say that. The last couple of events were actually pretty nice. But we tend to get like these bad weather. Oh, ooh. We might be just right. I think that's... Yeah, we're just right. Bayport traffic, helicopter 816 is over the marina. Bayport. I think we're just right. Let's kind of keep it going in here. We may need to be over on that little canal. Oh, we got to go around. Oh, crap. Okay. There's the go around. So there's the airport. Yeah, so we're good. We're good, you guys. We are good. And yeah, I should have been a little farther over, but we're going right over the high school right now. Okay. Yep. Oh, there's the airfield. Yeah, we got to be over. We weren't too bad though. We follow this little waterway. We hang a right, and yeah, we'll take it. Right. I was just worried about being in the way of go around traffic. Okay, got to start getting some power off, and then I do think we'll try to come down to this end of the airfield to land. There's not a helipad specific spot, but down there to get a little like group picture or something. Yeah, I'll take that. That was a lucky guess, really. Bayport traffic helicopter 816 is right midfield on the downwind runway 18. Bayport is right midfield, right downwind. Ugh, my brain.
Bayport traffic number 512 Golf Bravo from the Fire Island, turning inbound. Bayport.
Alright, so can't go past the highway, you guys. That's a must. Here's our highway in front of us. Can't go past that. Bayport traffic helicopter 816 is right base to final 18, Bayport. I'm a little high. If I was in a fixed wing, I would not be happy about this, but I think we're going to be alright. That guy turning inbound was just turning inbound, so we have quite a bit of time behind us here to, oh yeah, we're so high.
Traffic, November 313 Mike, back over the shore for approach into runway 18, Bayport.
Okay, so that guy's over the shore. So we can just ease it down here and try to find a spot kind of off to the right. I think that'll be alright. All of a sudden our airspeed has really picked up. So the cool part about this airport Hoplight is they have actually 2 grass runways, and they use one and close the other at various parts of the year.
Over the shore,
oh goodness. Oh, that was a little rough. A little bit rough. But we are down. I'll take that. That was all right. But yeah, they'll close the right hand side and let it grow, and it's a good way to reduce wear and tear. Bayport traffic helicopter 816 clear of 18 Bayport. I will take that. I will take that. Now this, I don't think I've got the actual official Bayport scenery now that I look at this. Yeah, we never did get to freezing temperatures, but anyway. Yeah, welcome to Bayport. Happy 7th anniversary, Virtual USA Flying Club members. How awesome. All right, let's begin the shutdown procedures here, shall we? Let that engine sort of spool down and cool off a little bit. That worked great, by the by. It's fine there. Those jennies off, animeter off, and I think we're all right there. Now it's time to cut the fuel. There's a lot coming in behind us. Take a look here. What do I got? Let's see what's Elevate X say. Oh yeah, we got a few, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody turning final right now. Heck yeah. Oh, I do have the version 1 from JFX in there. We'll wander around a little bit here in just a second. All right, continuing the shutdown process here. Good old fan. Hey, Hoplight, what exactly does the blinking system do? I mean, I always turn it off just because it kind of drives me nuts, but what is it? Is it a light? What is it exactly? I've not been able to kind of find an answer that I know, that I'm sure that I really believe. All right, so that's good there. Switching can come off. Hydraulics off. Warning lights flash. Okay, I see. I got you. Converters can come off. And that's us, my friends. Boom. Shakalaka. We can do some plane spotting here. I've got horrible CSL model matching, but it's all right. We can still watch airplanes come in. Heck, let's do this. Let me give you the overall view here, because apparently there's some go-arounds happening. But yeah, this is it, man. This is the place we love to hang out. No doubt about it. It is a very special venue, and this club has been amazing. I do want to extend again my thank you and congratulations to JPC for putting this all together, and very few people know how hard that you work behind the scenes, but I do, and I appreciate it, man. Much love, brother. There's no virtual aviation club I'd rather be a part of. In fact, I am not a part of any other virtual aviation club, because I have everything I want right here. So as we wrap up, I also want to say thanks to Hoplight and the Digital Aeronautics crew. Thank you guys so very, very much. Hoplight, thanks for being here. I mean, that's 3 hours of your day on a Sunday that I'm sure you had other things that you could have been doing, but I really appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you around on other streams. For those of you that are not yet a Virtual USA Flying Club member, it's easy. You just go right there. We'll get you in. Maybe you love flying GA, but you're just a little hesitant for whatever reason to do it on VATSIM. We'll take care of you. Hoplight, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You were invited to the USSR Digital Flying Club. You said, no way, comrade. They're our sworn enemy, Larry. Let's see. What else do I have going on here? Need to say thank you to Jeffrey B. Actually, before we do anything, hold on. Let's cue the outro. Let's do this appropriately. So Jeffrey, thank you so very, very much for the raid. I hope you had a fantastic stream, and thank you also, Jeffrey and JPC and the other New York controllers, for your live event the other day. And I'm sorry I missed a little bit of it, but it was a fun time was had by all, I think. Mariner, thank you for the gift sub to Beethoven. Ian Fisher, thank you for the raid. You kind of got us kicked off there. Kelo K. Rico, thanks for the follow. And then again, all of you guys that came over and hung out, greatly appreciate it. If you have not yet got your ticket, I'm about to close this part of the drawing here. You were getting your butt kicked on ground. As it should be. You love that stuff, man. Type exclamation point Hoplight. Agent Presta checking in, saying hi bye. Okay, hi bye, Presta. And Matty Air coming in as well right at the end here. Hello. Very, very nice to see you guys. So we've got a couple of guys here. Let's see what. Well, I think Slant Alpha is just about to get started on his event, his quest to come in here to Bayport. So, Matt, I gotta head out, but I'll be back tomorrow. We just finished up a nice helicopter flight, and so, but I gotta head out. So, yeah. So the plan for me this week, you guys get me tomorrow. You get me Tuesday. So tomorrow is my late night flight. It'll be 1 o'clock Zulu. That's 7 p.m. where I live, 9 on the East Coast. And then Tuesday, it's my afternoon stream time, 1 p.m. where I live, 1900 Zulu. And then I'm off for the remainder of the week. I've got grandkids coming in, and should be a lot of fun. But yeah, you got me tomorrow and Tuesday, so hopefully you guys can swing back by and hang out a little bit. Acronerd, Josh, thanks for coming in, man. Good talking to you. Tim Dog, you might fly in later. Oh, baby, I hope if nothing else, I hope your migraine just gets better. But we'd love to have you in there as well. Again, remember, if you do fly in and you record your attendance, you're going to get another ticket. So get your ticket here. Get your ticket by recording your attendance. And as soon as the event concludes tonight, which is here in about another, we got a few hours yet. I'm going to draw those, and I will be in contact with you as far as who wins things. So there you go, non-Hoplight. All I ask again is that you're a part of the Virtual USA Flying Club. It is intended for the Virtual USA Flying Club celebration. So if you're not, just come join us. All right, I've stalled long enough. I think we have everything taken care of. I'm going to get the Slant Alpha raid ready to go, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Have a good remainder of your Sunday, and we'll see you.
Small suitcase, and the rest of that's not mine, officer. So there we are. Okay, we can hop in. We can close the door. So MelvinLeroy also participating in our Virtual USA Flying Club anniversary event to Bayport Aerodrome, and hope that you had a good one, Melvin. We're going to do Stewart to Allentown, and then Allentown back to Stewart, and then Stewart down to Bayport.